that problem not today, thank goodness.
I do.
Did you get stung? Yep. I got wasp killer if you want to get even.
Right,
you want to go get even?
stupid thing, it landed on my hand. I was like, go away, please. I was like, okay.
Quick, everybody. First aid, medical attention right away. Jesse down. He's been stung. The culprit flew off. How dare he? Hi, everybody. Anybody want to guess where we are? Well, first off, we need to make sure you can hear me. So, before I get too excited and carried away, I'm going to give you all a hint where we are. Ooh, that tailgate's a long ways up here. All right, Control Central, sending you a message. And the rumor is we sound fine. The next rumor is we're in Cordele. It's not a rumor. Hi. Let's go ahead and see if we're on. Good to see everybody. All right. Train 1, our lead locomotive, 7045, a CM44AC, and 3181, an ES44AH. And good morning, everybody. Now, oh, excuse me. There's a rumor it's afternoon. There are so many rumors I'm having trouble keeping up with all of them. But looking at the clock here on the tablet, that rumor's correct. It is good afternoon, everybody. It is great to see y'all. We are giving you a different view of Cordele. Traditionally, everybody else shows you that side. Not us. Who's us? Jesse with Whistleboard Productions over here. You guys are going to love this. I'm going to have to send some pictures on a post. We have dual umbrellas up. We have a working desk up. We have chairs. We have fans. We have a sand bucket. We trimmed the wigs. When you look that way and you look this way, you got a better view. And you've got a view from this side. Now, we had a lot of visitors earlier, and one by one they said, oh, it's hot out here. Jesse said, yepper, it's very hot out here. And one by one, everybody left us. Except all these knacks. It's the only place where you can clap in Georgia and get 5 knacks. It's amazing. But as soon as you get those 5 cousins, they get 5 more. And then they get up here in your ear because they think that's a place to take a nap here in the afternoon. But not going to happen. All right, let's see. Let me get caught up. We're on our field trip. And our field trip started Thursday after work. Jesse and I got in production 6, where we have discovered we're short one item, a shovel. We need a shovel. So we're going to get one of those camping shovels. Folds up, you know. You can carry it on your back like you're doing the Hiawatha thing, looking for paths through the wilderness to help Daniel out. He can discover Kentucky, and he might even discover the Cumberland Plateau. they go far enough. So anyhow, back to the story. We started out Thursday and we went to Austell. And in Austell, we got to see Amtrak and a bunch of other cool stuff. And about 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, someplace o'clock in the morning, we looked at each other and said, hey, we have an unofficial agenda to go here and there. And if you all don't mind, I'm going to put my sunglasses on. It is a little bright. So this is, I don't know, let's see, let me think for a second. This is video, this is live stream 1, 2, 3, 4. This is live stream number 4 of our trip through the South. We started out, as I said, in Austell. Our first catch, Amtrak, the Crescent. And we stayed till around 2 or so in the morning. And we decided by the time we packed everything up, because we did a night light show, we didn't just go. We took 100,000+ lumens. You want the trimmer? You sure? We don't have a sink. And set it all up. So it took us a while. So by the time we got to bed, it was 4. We got back up first thing and headed to Locust Grove, where we had a great morning. And then we went to Whistle Stop restaurant, where Fried Green Tomatoes was filmed. I might even called it the Fried Green Tomato Place. And we got rained out. We tried to go live, but the satellite couldn't get enough power to talk to me. And we are running off the satellite today. We're just gonna kind of see how we do. We may have some good and bad moments. There's a gnat on my glasses. And then we went here last night, stayed till, I don't know, 2 a.m. And then we're back this morning. So, across the way is the Cordele Railroad Park viewing platform, where we were underneath it last night. It was beautiful, and it was an incredible, less than 74-degree evening. They had the fans running so fast over there. We got cold. We actually thought about, should we put a jacket on? And it's like, nah, they'll laugh at us. So we didn't. We had a good dinner at the Trackside Tavern and had our Marriott breakfast. Look, Jesse, is it a bear? Is it a dog? No, it's on a leash. It's got to be a great big poodle. So here we are. I'll talk a little bit more about the tracks and everything here in a moment. I got 1 or 2 things I need to do. So, just sit back, relax, enjoy. This is a live production for those of you for the first time with us. We're co-hosting today, Jesse, over here to my right. He's deep in a computer program. We're actually working off, or he is actually working off his computer, Trackside, and he's not using satellite power. He's using real power. And I'm your other co-host, I'm Mike. And the third co-host is up on the Cumberland Plateau at Command Central. Excuse me, we're gonna have to have a little gnat conversation here. We gotta get something hard enough so when I hit them, they feel it. Y'all just stand by a minute. You have no idea how many gnats there are here. Y'all hang on. This is the gnat intimidator. So, there. I should do it for a minute. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the afternoon with us, and we're going to see what we can catch for some trains. May stop at Locust Grove on the way home tonight. Just depends on, since we've got all these conveniences. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to turn the fan on. Since we have all this convenience here at Trackside, thanks to Production 6 and all the equipment that we happen to have on board. So everybody, I'll join you on the chat. Then I got a couple projects, and then I'll be back on the chat. So let's just go ahead and, like I said, this is a whole different view. I know probably most, all, some, or many of you have watched the VRF cam that's here. Well, today you're going to watch it. And it's directly across the way from us. We're in downtown Cordele, Georgia. It is August 22nd, I believe. Yep. Defect detector, the 6.2. The 6.2.2 is the CSX line. We're at the 6.4, so he's 2 miles away, and he is north of us. The 6.2.2. Well, that's not what Alan told me. Oh, you're right. I read it wrong. I'm sorry, Alan. That's my fault. But anyhow, it's my fault. Hey, defect detector says train coming. And you know what? The defect detector's right. Here we go. Good, I hope you did. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's other places to go, and you probably live here, so you can come. So we've got train number 2 on the board this morning. There's a look at the double diamond from a different perspective with one orange cone for traffic control. And everybody owe Mrs. S a call. So I'm going to let y'all, I think, except they're on the patio. Sure. Maybe if you plug it in here, well, no, I was saying blow it that way, it might keep the gnats off of you. But
I don't blow it here for.
however you want. I'd put it up here. Put it between the legs on the TV or on your desk. Call Mrs. S, check on her, then I'll be back with y'all. I'll catch up with y'all in the chat, and then I got a couple homework assignments to do. So, y'all don't go nowhere. Where is the phone? There it is. medical kit underneath the thing, and there's one in the glove box or in the console. I think there's a white one underneath the back seat, and then there's small ones. Careful, there's small ones. I'm gonna sit for a minute. That breeze is very nice. Good thing I don't have my kilt on today. All right, Todd, I have a question as I'm getting tuned in. What is our radar scenario looking like now that we've spent 2 hours getting ready? It's super fantastic to see everybody today. It's been a fantastic road trip. We've had good food, good company, good times. Good news, radar is clear. Awesome. All right, don't forget everybody, I'm sure Todd has told you, pound the like button. Glad y'all are subscribed. Let's see here. Eugene, good afternoon, sir. It is fantastic to see you. Yes, we have a fancy tripod for that. Excuse me, all. I got a work assignment here. Y'all, un momento.
And then he knows how to start it, I guess. Just get right on it, push the bottom left, and roll. He's gonna get the Thanks, sir. Bye.
Do you have it on?
Yes. So if I follow his instructions correctly, you just push the bottom left and it starts its thing.
That's all he wants me to do is just start recording.
What's that?
All he wants me to do is just start recording.
Yep.
I said, okay, so up in the air we go. We're on a special tripod. And we're now at 360.
Mike, when Todd was talking about earthquakes this morning, was he being serious or setting out his satire?
No, that was the seismic report for here today, along with the weather.
There was an earthquake in Osaka at 5 o'clock this morning.
Todd, we got to talk. When you sent us the weather report,
Is that what he was referring to?
did you know that there was an earthquake recorded this morning in Osaka? Not Mexico, Osaka, Georgia. Oh my goodness. Everybody okay? First there's flooding in Ringgold. Now there's an earthquake in Osaka. You know, the one thing most of us don't have unless you pay extra for it is earthquake insurance on your house. So if you're concerned, you got to look into that. What are you reading the earthquake on?
Facebook.
Facebook.
An earthquake has struck Georgia. Magnitude 2.4 earthquake hit near Resaca in Gordon County this morning at 4:54 a.m.
4:54 a.m. A 2.4 Richter scale earthquake tremored through Gordon County in Resaca, Georgia. Who would have ever guessed? Ay, ay, ay. It's a good thing we had an update on earthquake awareness in Cordele this morning. If anybody knows how to repel a gnat, now is the time to tell Mike and Jesse.
We're all ears.
You know, I got an idea. I know how to repel them. I know exactly how to do this. Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to knock you over. My bad. They cannot fly in the wind. There. That'll solve the problem. Wonder how many amps we can pull off of a single pole.
Just give us some weird check.
Where's Rick when we need him? All right, I'm back with y'all. We just had an idea, and I think it's going to work. Maybe. All right. Starting back over. Hello, Eugene. Good to see you this morning. Mike Lockhart, how are you today? Let's see, we're going to test this. Can they fly in the wind? Can they land? Maybe I got to tip this down just a tad. We're doing anti-gnat experiments. Here. Todd, I don't know. Have I asked you, how are you this morning, sir? Good to see everybody. And yes, Todd's right. Generally, we wait until the first train is that we're aware of is somewhere in the vicinity. And at that point, we go live. Hello, Billy. Nate, good morning, sir. Oh, Mama Bear, have you started your vacation yet? Todd, there's no excursion today on the hog line, and it's all quiet over at the G&W office. So I'm not too sure I'm holding my breath. And for those of you not familiar, the hog line is the Heart of Georgia line. And we have a total of 5 diamonds where we are. All 3 lines cross over here. No, Todd, no trains on Saturday during the month of August. No trains on Saturday during the month of August. Eugene, it's always good to see you. How are things in Virginia today? Everything all good? Anybody new? If we have anybody new that's on, please let us know. We'd love to know where you're at. Anybody have any questions? Please, please ask away. right. Sorry, they had to make a quick adjustment. For those of you that have not been with us here before, and I'll scan the area here in a little bit, 3 railroads go through Cordele: the Heart of Georgia Railroad subline, where we are at the 665.3. So, number 1, Heart of Georgia Railroad subline at milepost 665.3. And then immediately to our left, the second track is the CSX Fitzgerald subline, where we are at the 694.9 milepost. And then our third set of tracks, Norfolk Southern Macon District, where we are at the 64.6. CSX runs north and southbound here. And yes, you guys guessed it without my help, NS runs east and west. For defect detectors on the NS, the 62.2 is north of us. The 76.1 is south of us. And on CSX, the 704.9 defect detector is north of us. And the 690.45 south of us. So there's a little geographical layout of where we are. So as y'all hear the scanner information or whatever else, you'll have a little bit of an idea. We have figured out how to deal with the gnats. It's called a Honeywell desk fan. And what it does, it makes the air move so fast the little fellers can't land. I've noticed as they come in with flaps down, getting ready to land, or if they're just in hover mode, they aren't big enough to handle the speed of that air moving them. So they can't land on the runway in front of Mike's face. So far, it's working pretty good. We were here last night till 2, 3 o'clock. I forget which. After midnight, it all runs together. And by the way, we had to trim a little grass for you, so you can have a nice clear shot of the tracks. Cordele, Georgia happened because of the railroads. They all just kind of came together here, and all of a sudden, town was formed, and the existence is thanks to the railroads. Whoa, hello, Mr. Tony. And hello, Mr. Dark. How are you guys? Hey, it's a Saturday Trackside. Oh, hey, everybody. Tell Brian hello. Y'all know Brian, Train Nut 85. Train Nut Productions. Make sure you check out his channel. And Jesse, you all know Jesse's channel, Whistleboard Productions. Check that out.
Alex says we should have an NS coming.
I think they're talking to somebody right now.
It says 281 was by Juliet.
Hey there, Brian. How are you? Hey, everybody. Brian is at the Cowan Railroad Museum up on the Cumberland Plateau, close to Todd. Uh-oh. Train. Everybody jump. There's Jesse, y'all. While we're up and about, the track right here closest to us is the Heart of Georgia line, or more commonly referred to as the Hog line. What did you say? No, because I was talking. And it goes on over to the G&W station there, and then over there is the museum where you can do excursions here. All right, next track over on the right-hand side of that second over signal tower, CSX, which runs north and southbound here, as we were saying. And then there's the first of the 5 diamonds here, where the Heart of Georgia runs over CSX. And then, straightforward, is the double diamond, where CSX goes up and over the 2 NS tracks here. All right, we did have a horn, so I'm going to get quiet, and Justin and I are going to listen and see what direction it's coming from. So y'all, grab a sandwich real quick. Get your tea, unsweet, Gold Peak, and join us back here. Let's listen where that horn is coming from, or let's listen to the scanner. Pretty impressive for an old pole. Yeah. Newsflash. Fire by Cordele. Train viewing platform. Old pole burst into flames. Source, an orange cord. Fire department dispatched. Did you find the medical kit? Did you want the medical kit? If you want to have some live action, we can go ahead and do a 911 call for a health alert, and then you can be all right after they check you out. Everybody will go, oh, good news, he's all right. Thank goodness. Okay, I have sandburrs in here, so don't play with this one. There are sandburrs everywhere here. It's like going to the beach in Alabama. Wildlife in Georgia. These old fellas, when you get these sandburrs on, Billy, you got sandburrs up in Kentucky? Or are these just native to down here? with all this convenience, we don't ever have to go home. You know that? Not sure I want to make that call to my wife. Honey, we have everything but a wash machine here. Well, hello, Dallas, Texas. Oh, my goodness. How hot is it in Texas? Oh, we have a friend by the name of Brian down there. It is, and he's, I can't even tell you how hot it is by means of his description. So we're just going to use the fact that it's really hot. But Neil W., thank you. Thank you for being on today. Like I said, we're just kind of hanging out here in Cordele, Georgia. We're our 5 diamonds for 3 rail lines. It is, oh, I don't know, Todd, you tell us. I think it's around 92 degrees. We're under the Rail Moments umbrella. Jesse with Whistleboard Productions is traveling with me. We're on a little road trip this week, Neil. And we're based out of the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. And Todd is on with us. He's back at Control Central on the Cumberland Plateau in Tennessee as our support team and keeps us out of trouble here. Casey, Ray are at the studio making sure everything is working from our operational center. Quality Control 1 and 2, they're based over in Trenton, Georgia, making sure that our transmissions are out and clear, and just in case they're the backup if Jesse falls down and all the wasps stinging. One came after him this morning, sat down to visit with him, and then right as he got ready to leave, stung him. What an unneighborly neighbor. Oh, Neil's got 102 with an excessive heat warning today. Oh, it makes me happy just to have an 89 degree temperature with no heat warning. Other than the fact it's hot, but we're way better off than Texas. Hey, Neil, how did you find us? What made you say, you know what, I want to see what Rail Moments is up to today? And if you don't have fun here, we got to fix something, because if we can't go out and do this and sweat to death and not have, what are you trying to do? You want some help? What are you doing? All right, well, be careful with folds. All right. I just don't want you to have a bad day. Casey's going to say what happened. I'm going to say that my office desk folded up on Jesse. Falcon was injured. Falcon, by the way, is the studious, adventurous, brave drone that Jesse flies. Mama Bear. Neil, that's Confederate wife. Mama Bear's Q2. Actually, I think Mama Bear's Q1 and Colt's Q2. Mama Bear's on vacation this week. And Stinky Pete that she's telling you about, there are trash trains, because I guess they don't have any place to put all the trash up in the New England states. We haul it down, or NS hauls it down by the train loads. Not a few cars, a bunch of cars. And they go right through where Mama Bear lives. So they get to see Stinky Pete on just a regular, everyday basis. And it's one of those trains, and yes, imagine a train with, I don't know, a couple hundred cars, 2 miles long, however many cars that is, packed. They don't just dump it in, they pack the trash in and then haul it down to this massive complex where they handle recycling and all that kind of cool stuff with what you do with Northeast American trash. And she's been catching Stinky Pete almost every day. That's what we name it. No, Billy, he asked for that feature, but they did not have floating drones yet. So, oh, Brian has started a countdown to him being in Marion, Ohio, 2 weeks from today. Train Nut Productions going on up to Marion. Brian, feel free to tell everybody about your channel, where you're going, and why Marion. Define next week, Mama Bear. Like Monday you start vacation? Oh, Eugene, you get trash trains too? Bless your heart. Don't run down there to get those. Yes, Mama Bear, we have to expand your train viewing platform. You're just way too many trash trains on your list of what did I get to see today. Hello, Andrew. How are you today, sir? Mama Bear starts vacation next Friday, the 28th of August. By the way, today is August 22, 2026. This is a live show. And since it's Saturday, tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, Best of the Rail show will be on with Casey and I live from the studio. Make sure everybody send your submissions in. Anything you've seen, train related, favorite depot, whatever that you've seen this week. If you send videos in, please not more than 30 seconds and no music. It does all kinds of horrible things to Casey's computer when YouTube finds out. And if you point that upward towards your here, they can't land. So put it on an angle and they are not able to land. When they do flaps down, they take off instead of land. It's an anti-gnat fan. Alan has a message for us. Oh, I know you guys want to know this one. Thank you, Alan. The Christmas countdown, you guys. 124 days, 8 hours, 55 minutes, and 0 seconds. That's when Christmas is here. Oh, how cool. That is fantastic to know. Thank you, Alan. I love keeping track of when Christmas is coming. Ho, ho, ho. Who wouldn't go up there on that old chimney? All right, I got a couple homework things to do. I know I've been saying that, but I've been kind of lazy. We've been here, I don't know, 2 hours, and I've worked and done stuff the whole time. So now I gotta do some other stuff. Jesse. NS, what direction? That's south? Northbound that way. So that means the 62-2 is that way to the right. And the 76-1 I hear a horn. I do think. Those are, some of them are blue, some of them are black frames. Those are cool. Don't know if the blue stands for what goes in it versus black on the painting on the ends. Now while I'm up, I need to do a post and a couple pictures. So, excuse me for crossing in front of you guys. I'm sorry. But we need to snap a few pictures. I'm afraid to ask how far you went since I couldn't see you anywhere. Rain popping up around us in small blobs. Great. Bless you. Hey everybody, Whistleboard Productions and Rail Moments, Trackside and live. Just click the link in our bio and join us at the 5 Diamond intersection here in Cordele, Georgia, with the heart of Georgia, Norfolk Southern and CSX lines. See you here live. Could you put that down? Just roll it. Yeah, just roll it down. You're good. We're watching the diamond. You're cool. Okay. I've had enough. These guys. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to cross in front of you. It's me versus the gnats. The war is on. We're going to go to Plan B to combat this little problem. Ingenuity. It's either that or we're going to spray WD-40 at them. I'm not sure which, but one or the other is going to happen. That would be our northbound CSX at the 62.2, just like I told y'all. And I have even written down in my notes. How cool is that? Don't laugh. Okay. Don't humor me. Don't humor me. The gnats and I are at war. See, they can't land. They go flaps down and they go right past. They overshoot the runway. I wish I could share this with y'all. Todd, I'm going to send you a picture. This is what we do with the gnats to get around the problem. We don't have to ever leave. We've got everything we need. Desk, communications, air. I wonder if they have food Uber delivery in this town. This is even better than I imagined. Train number 3 for today, our NS locomotives, leading 4563, an AC 44C6M, and 4788, an AC 44C6M. Brother and sister. Dirk, Valdosta, isn't that the onion capital of the world? Oh, Airbus-sized mosquitoes. That's about the same description as how hot it is in Texas. That's right, Vidalia, onion capital. You're right, I'm wrong. Got my onions and my peaches confused. And my watermelons. It's only 89 degrees here, you guys. Yeah, and we're doing so well. We're just thinking about, we're so comfy, we're thinking about sending out for peach milkshakes and a hamburger. I don't know, I'm pretty comfortable. I could still be here at 7 tomorrow morning. The only thing is we have to use the restrooms over there before they lock them at 6. Todd, I'm glad you asked that question. I'm going to take a look and see what is the Starlink currently at currently. That's not quite right. I'm going to take a look at the Starlink and see how it's performing at the moment. Let's do that. And while I'm on the subject, not on the MiFi today. The last time we were here, we ran off the MiFi between here and Locust Grove. Wow, we're running a massive number today on the Starlink. Oh my goodness. We will be able to stay here all night. Mrs. S, we'll be home in time for my retirement party. Holy, what is that? Holy smokes. Oh, you went down to the road. Oh, that's a nice catch down there. Where's our sun going? That way now? So the thing's moving this way. everybody up. True power test, or true test of the system. That's where I think. I have a feeling this other guy's dead. I sure thought I heard a horn. Oh, thank goodness, I was getting concerned. Thought it was my hearing. Well, now two of us have heard a horn, so y'all get ready. Hello, Mr. Chuck Sperling. It is not just great.